Big John, Big John.
Good morning. Ooh. Is that better? There we go. What is today? Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday morning. So Wednesday's adventures will be spraying for Kirk, I think. Get the rest of his stuff. Got the sprayer figured out. Get the rest of his stuff sprayed today. Get Dad going on corn planting. And what else? I don't know. Get some sleep and go back to work tonight. So I'll check in. Welcome back. So Kirk got this all back together. There is fuses for half a amp fuse for those three switches, and they were bad. And in talking with the helpline the other day, they were saying from what they could figure out from what I was telling them was that the unit itself was not recognizing the switches being on, and that's why it wasn't adding acres or gallons. So we did some investigating, took that apart, and lo and behold, the fuses were blown. So Kirk got that all put back together yesterday. He said as soon as he put the fuses in, them relays back there that we were having issues with that started all this, he said he could hear them cycle shut. So that's good. So we just filled the rinse tank, the 50-gallon tank on the front there, with just plain water. We're gonna go out in this field that I sprayed yesterday, and we're gonna wing out the booms and turn the pump on, and I'm gonna take off down through there and see if the automatic rate controller is working. So we'll see. Good news. Good news. Something finally went right. So this is all working. The rate controller, as soon as I started moving, it took over and was adjusting the rate, brought it down to the speed I was at, and then I sped up to about 9.5 miles an hour, and it kept it right at 10 gallons the acre. So now we're gonna go mix the big tank full and go up to Bradner and spray that. I don't think I've ever sprayed that all completely, so it's pretty cut up. If you go back into one of my videos, I put Kirk in here when we were spot spraying up there the one time, and he was driving this rig, just cruising up down the field, turning it on and off, spot spraying. So I don't know how much video I'll be doing up there, because it's a lot of curves along a ditch. Everything's all cut up. So anyway, we're gonna fill the big tank, or not fill it, but we're gonna put 24 acres worth of stuff in the big tank, and we're gonna go. See you up there. Spraying. Took a long time to map this one. It's pretty crooked, but we got it. I drove the whole thing and mapped the field without spraying. That way I didn't have to worry about overlapping, and I could adjust everything as I'm going. So anyway, this one's down, and then there's another little field I got to do yet too, so I'll be back. North field down there is about 4 acres. This one is about 4 acres, and then the big field here, which goes all the way around this ditch and down to that telephone pole. We got them all. Hard to do, but I did it. I drove around, like I said before, I drove around everything, and flip my lock up, it should flip back the wrong way. That's what catches this hook. Hooks on there and supports the cradle back here for rope transport. And then the wings, they set in this cradle, one on each side. So yeah. Loaded up and heading to the last farm. 2 fields, about 35 acres total. Bigger fields, not as much cutting in and stuff. The one is actually a rectangle. The other one's a little bit of an angles here and there. It's a pretty good size, so it's not like the last one where you're screwing around a bunch. So it's 10 after 12, so I figure hour and a half I should be done. Maybe less than that if everything goes good. Get it rinsed out. And figure back to Kirk's, park it, and then head home. See how Dad's doing. He should be spreading fertilizer. I hope that time lapse came out. We'll see when I edit it. Well, we're into a little bit bigger field now. All right, battery died. Fresh battery. burned down for bean ground. Not a real big field. It's kind of, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of goofy shape. I'm in a section right now where I got pretty long runs. 500-600 yards. See dust flying all over the place. Everybody's doing something. See some beans and some corn that's up. A lot of beans are up. I don't think a lot of people planted corn yet. There's some. Big sweeping turn. Here's where it gets interesting because the ground is working in a different direction than I'm spraying, so it's hard to judge where I gotta dive in at. See, I'm off there. I think I got it in time. But anyway, this is what I've been doing for 2 days. I'm going to do this field and that field. It's a total of 35 acres, like I said. And I'm going to call it quits. And got about 6 acres around his mom's house, which is a little triangle with a spur off of it. And then another L-shaped lot with house and garden. I think it's not quite 7 acres total. Get that done tomorrow morning, and then I'm done spraying for now. And that is spreading fertilizer, so I can get him. We can get him planting corn tomorrow. Most of the time in a square field, you just shut the master off and you're good. But I got an angle this way that I'm coming together, so on this end of the field right now, I'm switching the booms off one section at a time. It's a 60-foot sprayer and it's 3 sections, so 20 foot on each side and then 20 foot in the middle. These 3 switches down here operate that, so I don't have end of the road shut off or anything like that. I got guidance, but that's just steering. That's not anything to do with the application. So anyway, 2/3 done with this one. That one over there is nice and square, or rectangle, so that one won't take long at all. We'll catch up in a little bit. All right, home sweet home. Lucky Farmers is here. He just went down the lane. He was filling up. Just left as I was ringing out. Getting ready to spray. Next sitting here running. Dad's doing good spreading fertilizer, so that's all going as planned. It was flat as a fiddle. I don't know if the fiddle's flat, but it was flat. She poked a hole in it and now it's going. There it goes. Holy crap, Max.
Nothing's too...
Careful. Man. Dangerous with that thing.
Nothing's too good for our boy. Gotta make him happy before the baby boy comes. Oh. Oh, Max is so soft.
He says, not now, I'm eating.
Oh.
Velour.
Should make him take a bath first, but...
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck. Oh, Max.
He'll be in the bed and you'll be...
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw that in the semi.
Oh, man. Yep. Wait till we have two of them.
Max, come here. Look at that.
It's your new bed, boy.
What do you think of that?
You just dribbled.
You get it all wet?
Yeah. You just dribbled on it.
Got a new bed?
Come here, boy. In there. That's yours, Bubba. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's your new bed. It's your new bed. I hope you enjoy it.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I hope you get lots of good sleep. It's orthopedic, so it should be good for your aching bones. All right, we already have a couch potato, so